Chapter 1. Ripper Unmasked. The moon had just disappeared behind a cloud, as if it wanted to hide from the truly petrifying thing that was about to unfold here near Majesty's own dumpyard, also known as Whitechapel. A man with the typical attire an upstanding citizen would be expected to wear in the year 1888 walked down Bucks Road on August 31st at about 3:10 a.m. Behind him walked a man that, unlike himself, had chosen to sport a quite deal-tended outfit. That alone would be questionable in and of itself, but it was his motive for being here at his exact time that would prove to be more important than his choice of attire. For this man was about to solve one of the biggest mysteries of modern time. Let's go back, or should I say, forward in time. The man walking behind the upper-class, tall-hatted Brit was a gentleman that goes by the name of James Quinn. For years, he had been trying to make a machine that made it possible for any person to visit mental snapshots of any time in history, simply by using DNA samples from people who lived in or visited that place in the desired time period. So basically travel for time. What he was going to do with said machine was to solve mysteries from modern to ancient history, all by telling the stories the dead left untold. So what was he doing here, in this last and presentable alleyway in the slums of East Side London this very year at this hour? He was following who he believed was the notorious Jack the Ripper. But how could he be sure? He made sure not to cause a scene, for was he seen by either the gentleman in front of him or anyone else, the situation could put him in grave danger, meaning that he could end up taking Mary Ann Mickel's place as the first of the canonical 5 victims of Jack the Ripper, or he could cause history to be altered, which would have dire consequences, and likely cause a rift in time and space. I finally got you, Jack, you son of a bitch, I thought to myself as my blood pressure and heart rate increased in anticipation. I knew it would happen in less than 15 minutes from now, as I'd researched the history of the Ripper extensively for years, just to get the timing exactly right. I didn't buy a piece of that shawl worn by Catherine Eddowes for no reason. I just needed the DNA samples left on it from 1888, and tonight I finally found it. I'm gonna unmask you, and I'm gonna get rich enough to further my research in time travel, and you'll be none the wiser. I wish I could just catch you red-handed so you could hang like the dog you are. All this I thought to myself while watching the man in front of me carefully. Finally, after what felt like a century, a woman, seemingly in her early to mid-40s, staggered down the road, swaying from side to side as if as strong as a scrambled owl. This seemed to make the man in front of me seem elated, almost at ease. Am I really gonna just stand here and watch this psycho kill an innocent woman? Apparently so. The man in front of me walked towards the woman with a glint of excitement in his eyes as he asked, "Do you need help, miss?" The woman, who seemed to be on the brink of blacking out, didn't answer, but reached out to the man with a relieved smile. He's helping her? The man took her hands and put his arm around her, as if to relieve her of some of her own body weight. Where are they going? I wanted to follow them, but I didn't know if they could see me.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed what you saw here. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe down below, share with friends and family, all that stuff. Yes, this is an original story that I've written. It isn't finished, of course, but I wanted to get it out now, at least the first part of what I've written, just so I could create some excitement around this, hopefully. If you guys enjoyed it, let me know in the comments, and let me know if you want to see more stuff like this. I would gladly put out more parts as I write them. This is a really interesting project that I've started on, and I want this to be the first one that I actually finish, and the first actual story or book, I guess, that I actually finish, that has my actual own characters that I haven't borrowed from anything else. This is my own original characters, and well, of course, I borrow some of the historical characters from history, but I mean, James Quinn is one that I've created with the help of a friend. So, yeah, there's that. This is going to be really interesting, and I cannot wait to show you guys the stuff that I'll be writing in the future, because I'm excited. So, stay tuned for that. I hope to see you all very soon. This was a pleasure to make, and I hope you guys are as excited as I am. So, I hope to see you all very soon. Peace.